Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to try to do a recreation video from someone that I follow on YouTube, and I don't know if her name is pronounced the Cheek Natural or the Chic Natural, but either way I love this hairstyle. I did it one time when my hair was relaxed, so now I want to try to do it with my hair being natural. And what it is she's using perm rods to roll her hair, but she's doing it in a mohawk fashion, and she likes to call it a pony hawk. So I'm going to try to do it the way that she did it. It came out really pretty. So let's just get into it. I will say my hair is already washed. I washed it last night and I just let it air dry so that it can kind of stretch, because the way that she does it, her hair is stretched. I don't know if she washed it or if she just had it in an old wash and go or something like that, but she said it works better when your hair is stretched out. And since I have really, really tight curls, I decided to let it air dry, and hopefully that makes it easier for me to put them in the ponytails. I did use a different deep conditioner this time. This one is by Joico. I use this on my daughter's hair normally, and I ran out, so I ordered it for her, and it just came back in the mail yesterday. So I was like, you know what, let me put it on my hair to see. It feels really, really soft. So I'm not going to be adding any extra moisturizer to it because I don't need it. And then I'm running out of this, but this is what I'm going to use until there's no more for the roller sets. It is the Cream of Nature Arganol Style and Shine Foaming Mousse. I've used a lot of body as well, but I don't have any more of that either. So once this runs out, I'll just be using my Wetline. Okay, so I'm gonna use these are old school hair bows, barbers, bobos, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to use those to section off my ponytails because the rubber bands, they snap since my hair is so thick. And then the other ponytail holders, they also snap, and sometimes they don't go around the way I want them to. So I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm just going to use these and hope for the best. I don't think you'll see them anyway because the curls should cover them up. The perm rods that I'm going to be using, I have different sizes and different colors. This is one, and all you do is you wrap your hair around them, and then you just pull it and you stretch it, and it goes into that little hole. You see, just like that. Very simple. Okay, I guess that's like a medium size, and then you have a smaller, longer size, and then you have a really small size. And this one is the tiniest one of all, which we will not be doing because then I'll be here until tomorrow trying to wrap my hair up. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a mixture of the white and the purple. So it's going to be these two. Okay, I'm going to try. She does six different ponytails. I don't know if I can get that much. It just depends. Her hair is a little bit longer than mine, so we'll see. I'll try my best. And then I think for each ponytail, she has about 4 to 5 rollers in there. Again, her hair is longer than mine, so I will see how many I can fit with mine. I want to dampen my hair just a little bit more. It looks dry, but it's really not. I promise you, it's super soft. I just don't have it that wet. I don't want it to be soaking wet because my hair takes a really long time to dry because it is so thick. And if I saturate it and just completely wet it, then it won't be dry by tomorrow. And you all know how it is. If you take out rollers and your hair is still wet, it's just gonna look a hot mess. But the easy fix to that is if it does look like that, I'm just gonna throw my hair in a puff and call it a day. Okay, so the first thing I wanna do is we're gonna try to do it with a rat tail comb. If not, then I'm gonna use this comb to make the sections. The first
and at no point did you pick up that rat tail comb. You went straight for the big girl comb, but you know, that's all right. We're gonna make it do what it do.
I am the worst at parting, so we're gonna just make them, you know, as good as we can get it. It doesn't have to be perfect because, again, you're not gonna see them. They're gonna be covered up by the rollers, or by the curls rather, after your hair has come out of the rollers. So you don't have to worry about being like perfect. But just try to get as close to it as you can, just so that it doesn't look so janky. Okay, and I'm even gonna cheat a little bit and just use my nails to come all the way down. Does that look straight? No. Girl, that is just horrible. I told you, I can't do the part and stuff. Okay. Y'all not gonna see that, right? That looks okay. Okay. I can't see the top of my head, so it looks okay. Let's see what this side is looking like. Maybe we can go down just a little bit more. Okay. So let's secure this section off, and then we're gonna part the rest of it. Okay, do it like this. I really wish I could use the ones that you just wrap around because it stays a little, that's a look in itself, right? No, okay, just joking. All right, so now she parts again using that same center part. This is where she has all of the parts coming, by the way. She has only one part right here in the center, and then all of them sprout from this origin point. I'm gonna try to do it that way. I can't make any promises. I would say just as long as the hair is sectioned off in at least a minimum of 4 ponytails, it's fine. Because again, since I'm not good at parting, I don't know if I'll be able to do it the way that she can do it. And then also, again, because her hair is longer than mine, I might not be able to do as many parts as she does. Okay. And I will say, I don't know if some of you have noticed, but my hair is shorter in the back. And that's because when I was transitioning, I, like most transitioning naturals now, started snipping in the back just to see what my curls would look like. You know, every now and again, like wash day, I would take a little off, take a little off, take a little off. So the back is definitely shorter than the front of my hair. The back is also where my curl pattern is more tight and the front is more loose. But I mean, in another year, I think the back will catch up fully to the front and it'll be okay. You really can't tell unless my hair is completely separate. All right, so that's another section. I don't know if that's too big. I don't know. I might just leave it like that instead of trying to do 6 small sections. That's okay. So right now, it would appear that I have like 3 sections. And that might be okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I might just leave it in 3 sections. So let me get this part out of the way. I should have bought one of those clips, but it's all right. We could just do it like this. All right. Wrap it around. Easy peasy. I really need a clip. It's killing me here. Okay, so for the back, let's get it prepped. Let's wet it a little more, just on like the top of the root area. Okay, get a little gel because we do want to lay it down. All right. Then we can brush it because you want it to be nice and smooth.
And it wasn't, so I redid that entire section off camera.
Because remember, even though you won't see the hair bows that I have in my hair, you will see the sides. So you want to keep everything looking nice and smooth and neat. All right. We're going to take a hair bow. It doesn't matter the color. You shouldn't see it. And all you do is you hold one section or one ball, and then you wrap the other one around itself until it's a secure enough hold. You don't want to wrap it too tight, but you also don't want to have it too loose to where it feels like it's just going to slide off your hair. Okay. And please, for the love of God, don't pop yourselves with these because these hurt. If anybody remembers when your mom used to do your hair and them things pop, it really, really hurts. All right, so since the back of my hair, as I said before, is shorter, I'll probably use the thinner rollers. I think even these might be a little too wide, so I may have to go to the really teeny tiny ones, but it's okay because once they dry, I can just fluff everything out and it'll be okay. I didn't bring a comb either. What am I doing? All right, so let's just wet this a little bit. We're gonna get some of the mousse. Shake this up. This is how it looks. Okay, and you just put it on that section of hair. Just enough to get it wet. Again, you don't want it soaking, but you do want it to be a little saturated so that it will dry, not crunchy, but you know, it'll dry with a hole to it. Okay, so let's try this one first. So you open it up. You can use end papers. I don't know if you guys remember that. It's these little white strips of paper. They kind of look like tissue paper, and it's about this big, and you can wrap that around your hair just in case you think maybe your hair might stick to the rollers, or just if you want to lay it on smoother. I don't like end papers because it's just too much work. So you saw what I did? I just took my hair and I wrapped it around, and then I just roll it straight up like this. You roll it towards your head, okay? You hold the end, you grab the elastic, and then you bring it over to the other side, and you just get it in the hole. But when you have slippery hands, it's hard to do. Okay, there we go. So that is the first roller. Okay, that's what it looks like. And now I'm just gonna do the same exact thing to this entire section. Okay. Nice and smooth. You can smooth it out with your hands. My hair, thankfully right now, is not tangled because it's completely detangled. Mousse, gel. I mean, whatever you want to use. I'm just using mousse right now until that runs out. I don't know, I think I might have to wet this more. I might have to put a little bit of gel on there because I want to make sure it holds, but I really don't want my hair to be wet tomorrow, so I have to be careful. Perm rod. Which one did I have? I had the yellow, no, the orange. Right. Again, open it up. Put it towards the end of the roller. You wrap it around, and then you just roll up. And that's it. Very simple, very, very easy. Hold one end of it, you take your other hand, you grab the other end, and then you snap it into the hole. Okay, so now I have 2 done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this ponytail, and then I will come back and we'll start working on the middle section, okay? Hi guys, and welcome back. So I went ahead and I did the bottom section and I did the middle section because let me tell you, it was just too hard to do trying to look into the phone. So that's what it is, okay? The parts were insane. I used about, I don't know, I stopped counting. Maybe, let's just say maybe like 10 on each section. I'm only gonna do 3. Went ahead and have this sectioned off. Okay, we're gonna re-wet this because my hair definitely dried while I was rolling the other 2 sections. Okay, I don't have any more mousse, so now I'm strictly using the gel. All right, and Old Faithful, because let me tell you, this right here, tough. All right, so let's section it off. And I found something that was a little, more helpful in before when I was doing the bottom section. I wasn't brushing it out. So it was still kind of, I don't know, like tangled a little bit, still kind of shrunk. So definitely brush out each section so it's nice and smooth, get all the kinks out, okay? I'm just using water and gel, that's it. That's all I'm using. Smooth it all the way down. And another reason why it was kind of difficult was because my hair, since it's so curly naturally, whenever I brushed it, it would just curl right back up. So it made it really hard to get it on the roller. It was giving me a little bit of problems, but hopefully I got it on there as smooth as I possibly could. You see what I mean? It just curls right back up by itself. So hopefully I got it on there good enough to where it comes out okay. And I know initially I said I was going to use the purple and the white, but because my hair is just so different, I was using this one, I used the gray one, and the purple and the white. All right, so now for this one, I think I'm gonna make this one just a little thinner because it's too much hair, and that's another thing, because I want it to be able to be dried by tomorrow. I need to make my sections thinner. All right, so we're gonna brush it back out, and I will use a gray one. I don't know the sizes, so that's why I'm not saying them. I'm just calling them by the color, but you can see the width of each roller. All right, and you want to make sure it's tight towards the base of where the ponytail starts, because if it hangs down too much, then the part that's hanging, that's going to show in your curl. It's like, it's not going to be a complete curl all the way up to the root area. Not the root area, but up to the ponytail start. It's going to be like straight, and then it'll be curly, and it's just not going to come out right. Okay, so I think I separated that, so there should be another piece somewhere in here. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Okay. So same thing. Get a little section like that. I'm gonna tuck this off. Okay. Brush this out. It's a little damp, so that's good. I really hope this is dry by tomorrow. If not, then Puff City. And this one, I don't know. You can take. What's mine? I don't have any more of the. Oh, this is what I have. Oh, and in case you're wondering how I have mine, is I bought it, I think this cost like $15 from the beauty supply store. I bought these like about a year ago. It came in a case, just like this, a zippered pouch type thing, and it has all the sizes mixed in, so I didn't have to buy them separately, which is a good thing. So any local beauty supply store, $15, and it has a variety of sizes. Even the ones that are similar or the same color, they come in 2 different sizes. Like this one, it's a shorter one, and this one is a longer one, as you can see. So I guess it's, you know, you use this if you had shorter hair, or maybe if you were just doing something in the front, like a bang area or something like that, you can use a shorter roller, because you want to make sure that the size of the roller matches how much hair you're putting on the roller. So if your roller is this short, don't put a huge section on there to where you're gonna have hair hanging off. All the hair has to fit on the roller, and it has to go on smoothly, because if it doesn't go on smoothly, then it's not gonna dry properly. You're gonna have frizz, it's just gonna look ugly, it's gonna look a mess. And that's not what we want, okay? So get the right length for the amount of hair that you're putting on there. And if you find that you're putting too much on, take it out, separate it, and then redo it, okay? Pull it nice and tight towards the base of the ponytail, and just like I said before, it's elastic. You just snap it right into that hole, okay? Very easy. All right, so let's get through this, and I will let this stay overnight. I'll take it out in the morning, and I don't know, either tomorrow or the next day I'll come back and I'll show you guys the finished product of how it came out. I didn't get any water on that one. Okay, put a little gel on it. I'm really upset that I ran out of my mousse, but it's all right. The gel should hold it just as well. And we're gonna brush out the tangles so we can have it smooth on the roller. Okay. And this one is small section, so I'll use one of these in this color here. Wrap it around. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can put the hair on at the very end, like I was saying before, and roll it up. You can bring the roller, how do you say, like halfway. Like if your hair is this long, you can bring the roller to like this portion and then just wrap it around the base and then roll it up. You can start at the top and roll the hair around it. That I haven't mastered yet, so I'm not even gonna attempt to show you how to do that one. But I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do it. And it comes out the same way. You know, when you use perm rods, it doesn't really matter what your technique is. I think the curls are gonna all come out the same. The only difference I would say is if you're doing flexi rods. Those are the ones where they're really, really long and they're malleable, like you can bend them and they kind of hold their shape. They come in all different widths and colors and everything like that. I was gonna do that, but because my hair is so short, I don't really think I needed to. I would say that's for longer hair. I mean, you could probably do it on short hair too, but it's kind of a waste because the flexi rods are really long. They're probably like that long. So if your hair is super short, you're only gonna have that much of the rod covered and all of this is extra. So I don't know, it might be, I don't know, counterproductive to use those. Maybe not, I don't know. To each his own. But I just felt like for this one, the ones that I saw, everyone used the perm rods. So that's what I wanted to use. Okay, so I have the gel on. Brush it out again. Get my roller. You get the gist, right? Wet it, brush it out, gel, brush it out, roll it on. And it doesn't matter how you roll them. At least I don't think it does. But the last time I did it, I didn't experience any issues whether all the rollers are going this way, if they're going this way, if you have some going. It doesn't matter because when you take them out, they're all going to be curly and then you're going to fluff and you're going to pick them and put them how you want them to be positioned anyway. Okay. If you like a lot of volume, obviously you're going to do a lot of separating. You're going to do a lot of fluffing. If you kind of want the style to last a bit longer, I would suggest just slightly fluffing on the first day and then kind of like every next day, just separate it little by little. Don't over fluff it on the very first day, because if you do that, then what's going to happen is your hair is just going to, I'm not going to say it's going to lose all the curl, but it's going to lose the style faster and it won't last as long. Okay. So just pace yourself. If you're doing this to try to attempt to wear it for, 5 days or 4 days, don't overwork it on the first day. And the same thing, I would say if you're doing a regular perm rod set and all of your hair is out, if you're rolling your entire head, don't overwork it on the very first day or the second day. Okay, I'm running out of these. Maybe I use the gray one again. All right. I know when I pulled it up, you saw I had a ton of rollers in there, but the size that I'm using are the small ones. So I want to kind of keep that same uniform curl. I don't want to put any really, really large ones in if the majority that I've been doing are small. Okay, and it doesn't matter where you take the section of the hair from. You can stay on one side, you can go side to side, you can pull it from the middle. It doesn't matter because it's all going to get rolled. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Take it easy on yourself, okay? All right. Wet it. I'm gonna brush out the tangles. Okay, put some gel on it. Not too much. I'm really thinking about sitting under a dryer. I know I said I don't use heat on my hair, which I don't, and I haven't for 2 years now, but there's a difference between sitting under a dryer and using a blow dryer or a flat iron or a curling iron. When you use a blow dryer, a flat iron, or a curling iron, that's called direct heat because you're literally putting the heat directly to your hair. There is no barrier, even if you use a heat protectant spray. I had one, I think the one I used to use was Redken. It was really good, and it said on the bottle that it protects your hair up to 400 degrees or 450 degrees, something like that, which is great because you don't want to fry your hair. But to me, it seemed like it still just damages it. I don't know, I could be wrong. But when you sit under a dryer, like a hooded dryer or the shower cap type dryers, that's indirect heat. The heat is not, even though it's blowing on your hair, it's not touching your hair, if that makes sense, right? Because you have, if this is your hair and you have a flat iron, that's what it's doing. It's clamping on your hair. So that's direct heat. A curling iron, direct heat. A blow dryer, direct heat. Like how they do in Dominican salons, they will get you laid. I'm telling you, that's all I went to. But in terms of the hair health, you know, if you stay doing that, your hair health is going to deteriorate. That's not even a question. Like it's going to happen. Unless you know, minimize how often you get your hair, get heat put on your hair like that. So I just decided to stop it all together because if I'm going to start off fresh, I did the big chop, then you can't go backwards. Like you can't cut off all the bad hair and then go put some heat back on and then just bring it right back. You can't do that. It just doesn't make any sense. So this one, different color blue, because if you can see this hair is really short. This is like part of my bang area, I guess you can call it. So that's why it's so short in length. So we use this roller. I think my curls are going to come out really teeny tiny. I don't necessarily want that, but I don't want them too big either. And the reason why is because the bigger they are, I feel like they won't last as long. And I only do my hair once a week. So if by Wednesday these curls are not looking the way I want them to look anymore, my hair is going into a puff, or I'm going to put it into a low ponytail. I don't like, I don't know. I don't like messy curls. I'm cool with, you know, rocking my fro and things like that. But if I'm going to have my curls out, I want them to look a certain way, right? If that makes sense, you know. Okay. Keep rolling. So as you can see, I lost count. I know earlier in the video, I was like, oh, I'm going to do like 3 or 4 rollers. No, you're not. Too much hair. Too much hair. And it's funny because when you're looking at your hair and you don't have anything in it and you're just, okay, this is the style I'm going to do. You have it all in your head. You're ready to go. You have an idea of like how many of whatever it is that you're going to use and you think that it's going to work, but you don't actually understand how thick your hair is or how thin your hair is until you start getting in your hair. To me, my hair, it doesn't look thick, but once I get in it and I start doing it, I realize, okay, yeah, it's definitely thicker than I thought. So that's why I'm having to use more rollers. And I'd rather take the time to do it this way and have it come out the way I want than to try to rush it and, you know, do it the wrong way. Is that the ice cream truck? It is the ice cream truck. Oh, I want ice cream now. But I can't go out like this. And he's just going past my house. Oh, I remember the ice cream truck. As soon as you hear that music, you run and go ask your mom for money. Go ask daddy, grandma for some money. I don't know about y'all. My grandmother was very seldom did she let me get that ice cream. She was like, no, you got ice cream in the house. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for ice cream from the truck. It tastes better. It tastes better. I'm telling you, it tastes better. If they had like the Bryes or whatever in the house, but Mr. Softy, that's something totally different. I don't know if it's the music that make it taste better. I don't know if it's the sprinkles. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about when that music comes on and you get to run up to the side of the truck and you get to place your order. Oh, it's the best thing in the world. Being a kid was just great. I'm sorry. Such simple times. Growing up is definitely a trap. Definitely a trap. When I was younger, that's all I wanted to do was grow up. Can't wait till I'm 16. Can't wait till I'm 18. Can't wait till I'm 21. Well, I've passed all 3 of those ages. And now I'm just like, I want to go back. I don't necessarily want to go back to being a kid, but I want to go back to being, you know, just a little bit younger when life was a bit more simple. You know, because the things we have to deal with now is just, it's a lot going on in the world right now. Okay. Water, water, water. Brush it out. All the way, root to tip, or, you know, start of the ponytail to the ends. You want it to be as smooth as possible. That is the key to when you're rolling any type of roller. I don't care if it's a sponge roller, those metal rollers where you had the pin and you had to stick it through to make it hold onto your hair. Any kind of roller, your hair has to be smooth so that it can wrap around the roller nice and smooth. If it goes on crappy, it's going to dry crappy. It's going to look crappy, okay? If it goes on smooth, it dries smooth. It looks smooth once it's done. And you take the roller out and, you know, it's all good. And also, it lessens the chance you'll have for a bunch of tangles and knots in your hair. Okay? It lessens that chance. So smooth it on, roll it up. I think this section will probably get about maybe 2 more in there. I don't know. Yeah, just 2. And then I will be done. I'm so excited. Sorry. Y'all know how it is, because your arms start hurting and then you get hungry and then you're thinking about all the things you have to do. You know, my wine is all lonely. I'm sorry, baby. I'll get back to you in a second. I just want to finish this. Okay. Roller. I think we can do a white one. This section is a little thicker, just a little thicker than the rest of them. Okay. Roll, roll, roll. And like I said, I will be sleeping with these in. They don't hurt my head. Now, when I have rolled my entire head and I try to sleep on it, it is a little uncomfortable, but it doesn't like give you a headache or anything like that. Or it doesn't give me a headache. Let me rephrase it. I can't tell you how you feel. But yeah, for me, it doesn't give me a headache. The ones that annoy me to no end when I'm trying to sleep are the flexi rods. Oh my God. Because like I said before, they're so long. The ends of them, I have them. I should get them to show me. If I don't know, if I remember to do it, I'll do it. The ends of them have like this, I don't know, this hard plastic part, and it just, I don't know, it's too much. It's too much. I understand the concept of the rollers. It's easy. It's supposed to be super simple. You put them on, you bend them however you want to bend them, and they just stay, which is great. But they're very uncomfortable to sleep in. Like, very uncomfortable. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the last one of my Lanta. So happy. Boom. All right, so we have 1 section, 2 section, 3 section. Okay. I try to do the parts as best as I can. I am not well versed with parting hair. It's okay. Don't mind it. You're not going to see them too much. We're going to take all of this out. We're going to fluff it. It's going to look nice. We're going to be happy. Fingers crossed. Send me good vibes. I love you. I'm going to come back and show you either tomorrow or the next day how it came out. We're going to let this dry overnight. And that is about it. Love and light, y'all. Later. So as you can see, this is the finished product. This is the very next day, and it wasn't too bad. It was a little more frizz than I normally like, but it was okay. I don't know if it's because of the mousse or maybe if it was because of the rollers that I use. Maybe next time I use larger rollers and just see what happens. But overall, it wasn't too bad. I wore it for about 3 days, and then I put it in a puff. All right, so as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and please turn on that notification bell so you know when I drop the next video.